So a lot of my videos I've been making are strictly tutorials for a specific feature. And last night I was thinking about this idea of showing you guys all the different ways that once you have all this information, what do you do with it? How do you put it into action? So we're going to make this groovy little 60s vibe together. And for the sake of video and length, I am just going to go to elements in my recently used. I used words like 60s, 70s, hippie sticker, things like that. So I am going to start with thinking through this. I originally wanted to do something that felt vintage, that felt, if you know the word sepia. So I wanted to get this picture in, and I'm not filling it all the way because if I fill it all the way, it becomes the background and I'm not able to shift it. So for right now, I'm going to leave just a little bit of the box showing. I'm going to go to Edit Photo and Duotone. And there's a whole bunch of ways that you can change the color of it. But for this particular one, I'm using sepia. And the cool part is I can control the amount that's happening. So if I go back down to 0, it's the picture practically. So I want to max it out. Back to my elements, recently used. Then I wanted this kind of groovy texture, but I knew that it was going to have to be living in the back. So we go to position, and I'm going to grab it and pull it behind. So now, okay, I can't see it anymore. The cool part is putting in all the things that you know, all the things about design. I'm going to select this, the forest skyline. I'm going to go to transparency. And now I can pull it down and it will start to show the image behind. I'm going to select the image behind the starburst and I'm going to have it fill out a little bit more. Again, I haven't gone all the way to the edges. I don't want to lose it to being permanently in the background. So let me see. I'm going to bring a little bit of more of the mountain happening there, the trees. Okay, back to elements, my recently used. Then I found this super cool little VW van. So right now I have my background in full color, the forest scene in sepia from doing duotone. Then I found this. Back to elements. And here are my hippie girls. I need to edit photo, background remover, and let's get them in position. I need to move them a little bit, so I'm going to crop them first. I always work on cropping things first because if I don't, I'm like pulling way off the canvas and it's just frustrating for me. So there they are. Now I did a little bit of a shift to them too. So let's stay in edit photo. Coming down here, back down to duotone, sepia. So I could leave them this way and really have layers of color and duotone. But down in my original, I did take away some of the intensity. So you can see the girls on that top square, page 1. I can really control how much color is going to be seen. Back to elements, recently used, and I just started putting stickers. I did 70 stickers. This little thing right here means I can rotate. So I'm going to rotate that a little bit. What else did I put on here? Where's my good vibes? Come down here. And another thing, again, with everything that you're starting to know about design, this needs to go behind her, right? So we go to position. Here's my sticker. I know I at least need it behind the girls so that it looks like it's sticking right onto the VW. Okay, elements. Let's see, which ones am I missing? Doesn't really matter too much, but there's the flower. Okay, so the other thing that I want to share is once you have an element, I learned this when I started designing t-shirts and when I did the mock-ups, it looked so bright and stark and I didn't want it that way. So I started to learn that the transparency tool is your friend to make things look a little bit more worn in, a little bit softer. It doesn't stick out as much as being some fake little sticker. And I'm going to do that with all of these stickers and just find what kind of feels right to you. There we go. And now you can take all the elements and size them up so you no longer have any white. So there was going back to position. You have all of these layers that look colored here, but once you work on it over here, either transparency or duotone, you get to really start to layer things, get creative, and play around. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.